This is my favourite thing about this.
More.
It's like Galacto or something.
Can you do the boss? Do the big boss.
The boss is coming.
Anyway, welcome guys to another Storeroom review. I'm Lee.
And I'm Joe. And today we're taking a look at the Earthquaker Devices Bit Commander.
The Bit Commander. What's the Bit Commander, Joe?
The Bit Commander is a 4-octave monophonic guitar synth.
Analog guitar synth.
Analog guitar synth, all analog.
This is a quirky pedal, to say the least, but something that I think we've both found can actually be very musical. I think we're both very surprised at that.
It's not all about the madness. It's not all about the madness.
It's got 4 octaves, so you've got your standard guitar level, which is squared off and comes out sounding fuzzy anyway. And then we've got 2 octaves down, which is marked as sub, is it?
Sub octave.
We've got one octave down,
and then 1 octave up.
Octavia type thing up. What's the bottom ones? We've got...
And the bottom one is just volume, the level control, and then a filter, which is a tone control.
Right. So with that, the bass control here, we can decide how much of the standard pitch guitar you want in there.
If you roll off all your octaves, and then you've got nothing, you roll that in. If I turn the volume up. Roll it down. Nothing.
That's not a bad fuzz sound. So it's kind of a filthy guitar sound, but it's not too crazy yet, which I think was the big surprise for me. I'd written this off as too wacky, but having taken it home over the weekend to give it a try, I'm already making space for it on my board. Because if you just want something that's a bit different, this is it. Once we start dialing in the octaves, you will see what happens. I think I found that moderation is the key, because once it starts to get once you ramp the octaves up too far, because it's analog, I think it gets a bit confused. And Earthquaker actually say in the manual that if you're playing particularly low notes with the controls too high, the tracking goes weird, which is cool. It makes its own effect, but if you want it to stay a little bit cleaner,
you've got to stay a bit higher up the fretboard.
Exactly, yeah. So I think the 1 octave down was cool. A little bit of sub, a little bit of octave up. The other thing as well, it definitely works better for single notes, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's monophonic.
Yeah, so. Chords come out sounding a bit weird. It put me in that kind of territory. I was thinking cool guitar riffs that sound a bit robotic and a bit, I don't know, weird. Another one, what was it?
Yeah, it's definitely got that.
It's filthy. It's filthy. But it's usable. It's usable, and it's just something a bit different, and it sounds huge. I can imagine if you're in a band, like a power trio or something, you just want to kick in a bit of extra beef on some riffs.
Turn a few heads, wouldn't it?
This, yeah, definitely.
I found it does a great, like Hendrix, Octavio kind of thing. You just.
Yeah.
Stabby.
It's got that. It's so versatile.
60s
So
come south.
versatile. Let's stick it back in the Gibson there and see what it does with buckers. I like that.
That's cool.
I like that.
That's really cool.
People are gonna, yeah. You wouldn't know what that was if you heard that at a gig or something. It's just like, whoa, where'd it come from?
My favourite thing to do is definitely like old video
Video game. Of course, you can get silly with it, and it's good fun.
I spent most of my weekend just going.
I bet your girlfriend loves you.
Yeah, you can do the madness with it. It's good fun. But I mean, that would turn a few heads, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. People would be leaving, I think, but oh yeah.
I'd stay.
You'd stay. I'd probably stay as
Hey,
well.
what's that pedal? What's that pedal you use, man? Definitely.
Oh, I got another one. Give it back. Give it back. I need it a bit more tame. I need it. For all that sort of stuff, it's I think, yeah, just a cool pedal. Like I say, if you've got, like me, I've got quite a traditional pedal board. I don't like anything too wacky. Strat, few boosts, echo, reverb. But I've been looking for something just a little bit different. But I didn't know what it
You might
was.
have found it, yeah.
I took this home and I was thinking, yeah, not sure it's for me. Lost hours on it. And it seems to be that there's a bit of a following for it because it's one of those pedals. Although the Earthquaker range are great and they make some really cool pedals.
This is one of the best selling pedals.
It just keeps selling. So I think that's what sort of spurred today's video on, wasn't it? We thought we need to check this out.
You can do the more traditional stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, anything else we need to cover? Besides the fact it's obviously all the usual goodness.
True bypass.
Handmade in America.
Akron, Ohio.
Yeah. True bypass. Built amazing. Comes with one of these.
Oh, you luxury bag. Your wash rag. I've got to say as well, if you just take all the octaves out and just play it with just the clean signal, it is a fantastic sounding overdrive. It's got a kind, I don't know, it's like a, there's some frequencies there that are being messed with that you could turn that on for. It's still square wave.
Right. You could turn that on for just like a little riff, couldn't you? A little break, and then kick back in. It's just a cool pedal.
You can't stop fiddling with it.
No. Not a bad Brian May sound either. So there you have it, guys. That is the Earthquaker Devices Bit Commander. Yeah, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe because we're going to be posting these as regularly as we can. Also, head over to Facebook. If you do a search for Absolute Music, you'll find our main page there. But we also have more specific pages. So if you do another search for Absolute Music Guitars, you'll find just the guitar content page where we're posting stuff all the time. You can see what we're up to in the store and find out what's happening. All the usual stuff as well. Twitter, Instagram, all those things that I haven't quite learnt to use yet, but I'm just about getting around to. Head over there because the rest of the guys here know it far better than I do. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Game over.
Game over.